Welcome to Gregos TV. This video is all about Galaxy S25 Ultra and things that I wish would have came to this phone that some might end up coming, but probably not. And I wanted to talk about kind of like my wish list of features that I would have loved to have seen in the S25 Ultra. So the first one being faster charging. We are stuck at this 45 watt charging mountain that we just cannot get off of. They will not push the envelope. They will not change it for whatever reason. It could be because they're worried about it. The phone's overheating, the batteries not living up and dying earlier in the life cycle of the phone. It could be a multitude of reasons. But oh my God, it's so annoying. I mean, what they could do, like they do with their displays, like when you get the phone S25 Ultra, they always default to a 1080p display, even though it has 2K. In the settings, it's set to 1080p. If they're worried about people overcharging with a faster speed, is give us faster speeds like 65 watt or 80 or 100 watt fast charging, but by default, keep it at 45 so you're making the best of both worlds. Most people aren't gonna realize they can change it or will change it, and then the people that do are taking the risk, if there is a risk, that when we do fast charge, we're gonna be good. I think it's high time they do something like that. The next one is battery size. 5,000 milliamp battery for so long. It's again, we're stuck at these mountains of charging and battery sizes for so long. And these phones do get good battery life, but come on, throw a bigger battery in here. I don't care if you keep the phone the same thickness and the same weight, or even if it gets a little bit heavier. If you give me a battery that lasts for basically ever, not ever, but like a really long time, and I can charge it fast, especially you're gonna need faster charging as these batteries get bigger because it's gonna take longer for them to charge. This all makes sense. Throw it in for us. Give us this ultimate crazy big battery in there. I'd be fine with 6,000 milliamps, I think, unless it's like weighs 6 pounds, but I don't think it will. So yeah, it'd be nice to see like a 6,000 milliamp battery or maybe something even larger than that with some good fast charging. That is a huge win for the consumer. Now we might see this, but we might not, and it's the nits here. The rumors are the S25 Ultra is gonna have 2,600 nits of brightness. That might be wrong, it might be right. I would love to see 3,000 plus nits of brightness. You need the nits and you want it to be brighter because of the fact when you go outside, it's sunny. You know, it's sunny for a bunch of hours of the day, and you have your phone outside. It's hard to read it sometimes. That's why I want the nits to be more personally. I love like a super bright display. And sometimes even these changes year over year are very incremental. They don't seem like much of a change, but when you look back to like a phone like 3 or 4 years ago, you're like, wow, that's a big change. Year over year, maybe not so much, but yeah, it would be really great to get like 3,000 plus nits of brightness on these displays. But will we? Probably not. I've said it in the past, I want to see a new design for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. I know we're not going to, but I would have loved to see, and I've said this a million times, put a display on the back, and so that I can use it to check notifications, to use the back cameras more easily so I can see myself when I'm using the cameras on the back. Those are main reasons right there to be cool enough, and have it protected, put some kind of, I don't know, ship screen protectors with it so it's safe. I know it would increase the phone cost a little bit as well, but I don't know, it'd be cool to see something different. We're not seeing that from any Western manufacturers. We have the flip phone and we have the folding phones, which kind of do something similar, but this would be cool, so cool to have a display on the back to be able to do things like that. So I don't have to always turn my phone around and look at it, or, again, I think the bigger one would be use those rear cameras and actually see what's going on, and just instead of just guessing what I'm recording or taking photos with. It would probably make people use those rear cameras a lot more often. Now, speaking of the cameras, I would like to see some kind of change, and make the front camera like great. Make the back cameras great and different. Not that the cameras aren't great, but you can always improve these things through software, through hardware, and Samsung loves to use the same cameras year over year, and I would love to see them change them. Give us something different. Maybe either a different manufacturer or the same manufacturer but a newer model, something different. like I said, you can always improve these things with software or hardware, and there's no reason why they can't do that. And they kind of do. Like, for instance, the Fold 5 and Fold 6, I think the Fold 6 takes better photos based off of like the software algorithm it's got going on with it. You could do that with the S25 Ultra too, but I still want to see some upgraded version of these cameras physically as well. I might be in the minority here. I would love to see a bigger display on the S25 Ultra, like 7 inches, 7.2, something crazy big. That would be exciting to me. I love these big displays. That's the reason I love the foldable phones. And if you could give me a bigger display on an S25 Ultra, for instance, like something pretty big, you could also make it thinner, allowing you to put a bigger battery life, bigger battery in there. Those nice reasons to do that. But then also to have the reliability of a just general candy bar phone versus a foldable phone, but the candy bar phone like the S25 Ultra having a bigger display, like a really big display, would negate a lot of people having to feel like they have to get the Z Fold 6 or 7 phone, but also get a huge display and all the reliability behind the candy bar phone. So there's some nice little reasons to get and want a bigger display on a traditional regular phone like an S25 Ultra, but they probably won't do it, but I can still dream. Now, will any of these things come true? Probably not. If any of them do, it'll probably be like the brightness, and that's probably it. Other than that, I don't think we'll see too much more of this really in any way. But what do you guys, what's your wish list of the S25 Ultra? If you could kind of pick and choose for it to be different than what we think we know is gonna happen. Let me know. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.